Amsterdam, where you've been on a 3-day acid house binge.
That's right.
Parties. But the most controversial aspect of the scene has been that some clubbers get their kicks from taking drugs like LSD, which is acid, and ecstasy. Now, they're both classed as Class A drugs by the government, which means they're in the most dangerous category. Most people have heard of the drugs, but how do they work, and what do they do to your brain? Julie Whitcomb is a doctor at Guy's Hospital in London. Julie, why do people take LSD or acid?
They take it because one of the effects of LSD is that it alters your mood, and it can alter your mood in a very positive way and make you feel very good and high. And that's the reason people take it.
How does it actually work on the brain?
How it works, it alters the transmitters that take messages from some of the cells in the brain to other of the cells in the brain. And it interferes with some of those messages being carried, so that the things that you're sensing become mixed up and you've got no control over them.
What happens when you're tripping?
Right, what happens when you're tripping is that because, as I explained, the transmitters are mixed up, firstly, you hear and see and sense everything heightened and distorted. Also, very peculiar things happen whereby some of the messages coming in by one sense, say you hear something, you actually experience it as seeing it.
Does everyone have the same experience?
No, it doesn't, and this is one of the problems. The experience changes depending on what the person's like, how they're feeling when they take the acid, and also what the circumstances are surrounding them when they take it.
Right. What are the dangers of taking acid?
The main danger is that in some people who are thought to be predisposed in the first place, they can have a major breakdown, and they're sick for the rest of their lives.
So basically what you're saying is that on the whole, when people take acid, it makes them behave as if they had a psychiatric problem.
That's right.
Right. Okay, well, I'm just going up here to talk to David, who's a bouncer at the WAG Club, who'll let me in a minute, I hope. But before he does, do you get a lot of clubbers taking drugs in clubs?
Well, they do before they come into a club, but once they're in the club, they take it on the premises.
How do you tell when a club is taking drugs?
Well, they just start jumping around and just being wild as they are.
What do you do about it?
Well, we have to eject them from the club, obviously.
How many people have you thrown out
Well,
as a result of it, or do you throw
a night on a Friday night, you could get up to 30 people that'd be thrown out.
Is that recently?
Yeah,
Is that a recent phenomenon?
Since the acid started,
Right. Are you going to let me in now?
I don't know, you'll be alright, but I don't know about the cameras.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to go in and see why LSD became associated with the acid house scene. Excuse me. Excuse me. Could you come over here, see, please? Could you step outside a minute? Excuse me. What? Should we go somewhere a bit more quiet? If we can get Steve out here, please. Steve, all I wanted to ask you, there's too much noise in there. Steve, can you just clarify this point? Is the acid house scene related to LSD? How did it become related to LSD?
I mean, the actual drug thing has never been part of what it was all about. When it was started, there was no mention of drugs. I think basically what it is because the term acid house has been used, and because everybody's adopted a sort of 70s sort of hippie psychedelia type thing as what seems relevant with it. A lot of people who don't really understand what it's about have just said, oh, acid, that's a nickname for LSD, these people are all taking drugs. Because everybody's like a bit crazy and has a really good time, they're just high on adrenaline.
So that's how it got its druggy reputation?
Yeah, it's a misconception. People are having a good time and everybody just assumes to have a good time, they must be on drugs.
Right, another myth hits the fan. Shall we go back in and check some icebox?
Have an icebox.
How about Lucas then? Luckenfeld are remixing Glenn Medeiros' new single. How's it going?
It's going really good. Basically, this is the main groove that we've got.
Yeah.
We've taken his voice, we've sampled it, we've done all of the different stuff. We've started to add guitar, various vocals.
Right, so you've got the live musicians.
Right, we've got
in
live
there.
musicians and whatnot, countrymen and blast. And we're adding all the parts right now. By the time you get back to us at the end, we'll have everything assimilated.
Will it sound anything like the original?
Hopefully not. No, it's not supposed to sound anywhere like the original at all.
Do you think Glenn is going to like this?
Yeah, you'll love it. We've converted Glenn today. Glenn's now an acid freak.
Right. Okay, well, get on with it, and
thanks.
I'll come back. You don't need any Lucozade or anything.
No, no, look at that. We're cool.
Right, okay. Has reached such proportions that a healthy acid industry is flourishing. Now, H here runs a shop called Soul to Soul, which sells acid clothes. Are you making a lot of money out of it?
At the moment, the sales are very good from anything related to all the acid packing because it's very popular, very much in demand at the present moment.
How long do you think it's all going to last?
It could be anything between, say, 6 months to a year. It all really depends on how long the people remain really interested and hooked to
In
the
the
music.
meantime, you're raking it in.
Yeah, we're doing all right at the moment.
Okay, well, Anton the Pirate is one of the original house music people in this country. Do you like what H just said, that the fact that he's making quite a lot of money out of acid house?
I mean, there are people making money out of the scene. That's inevitable with any scene. You're going to get people that are going to make money. But at the same time, it's a lot of fun involved in this scene. It's something that we haven't seen on in sort of London clubland for at least 10 years. It's just a massive thing.
Where do you think it's all going to go?
It's going to split two ways. You're going to see it you're going to see an underground movement start up again. This is where it originated because a lot of people are fed up with the mass exposure.
So how? Are you going to reach it? Are you going to go underground or what?
I don't know. I think I'm going to enjoy both sides of it. I've got a lot of friends that have just joined the scene. I've got a lot of mateys that were on the scene before. So, you know, it can go both ways. I'm going to be around for that.
Okay, well, we're nearing the end of the show, and we've got to find out how Glenn Medeiros' remix is going. Where's Glenn? He's dancing in here somewhere. Glenn! Oh, go. Come under the cables.
Come on, Harry.
Yeah, we've got to pop along and I think if we make a quick sprint over here, find out how Zio's doing. Hey, Zio. Here, you finished?
Yeah, we finished.
Okay, let's hear it then.
Okay, well, here it is.
Looking forward to it. Anything like the original? What do you think?
Great.
What do you make of this?
Great.
You like it?
Love it, yeah.
Are you going to put out an acid mixed version of it yourself?
It'd be great.
Yeah?
It'd be great.
You don't mind the fact that it doesn't sound anything like the original, it's violating your lyrics.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
Well, it's quite pleased with what you've done, yeah, it's fine. Right. Well, as far as I'm concerned, the moment you have a Glenn Medeiros kind of remix version of Acid House, I'm just beginning to wonder whether the scene is dead, really. Do you think it's dead?
No, of course it's not dead. What it really shows is that this music is going to replace high energy. This is going to be the new dance music. It's going to continue. Just the fact that we can do a Glenn Medeiros record like that, like we've done the Bras record and whatnot, shows that the major industries see this as a marketing tool. This music's going to now become the music throughout the world in dance clubs. It's the only music that you can truly dance to. It's Western civilization's first whirling dervish music. You can dance all night to.
Are you going to give up your ballads?
Maybe after this.
Yeah, seriously. We've got an exclusive on whether you're going to give up ballads or not.
I'll be doing a little both, I think.
Okay, well, I think you've done a pretty good job here, Zio. I think Glenn and I will go back to the party.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Okay. I think we've run across again. I like your new t-shirt, Going in there, I wonder if they've got any Lucozade.
Huh? Hey, where's Larry?